You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, also do me a huge favor by also liking today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. So, Bears fans, as we all know, the Chicago Bears are about to begin the new era of Chicago Bears football with Caleb Williams as the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears. And we are all just hoping that Caleb Williams can finally be the guy that can turn the Chicago Bears quarterback woes upside down. We have been after quarterback, and every single one of them has failed. But we all feel that Ryan Poles, the Chicago Bears coaching staff, and the Chicago Bears organization as a whole is finally putting a quarterback like Caleb Williams in a really good situation to succeed as early as his rookie season. And the city of Chicago is really excited. The fan base is really excited. The coaching staff, the players in the locker room are really excited for Caleb Williams in his rookie season. They all feel that Caleb Williams is the guy that can finally be the franchise quarterback for this organization. And general manager Ryan Poles is also really excited about Caleb Williams and his future here in Chicago. He actually got a chance to sit down with Cynthia Frelund of NFL Network to break down what excites them about Caleb Williams being a Chicago Bear, hoping that he can be finally the franchise quarterback that this organization has been looking for probably 40 plus years at this point. So Bears fans, check out this interview with general manager Ryan Poles.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
Who is this?
This is Chicago Bears, man.
And you know you had the first pick too. So what is Chicago fans, what should they be most excited for about Caleb off the field?
Yeah, I think it's just the energy that he brings. You know, he's really put his flag in Chicago. He's been to all of these sports games and really fed into the crowd. And he understands the hype that comes along with being the first overall pick and just being a quarterback in the city. And he wants to do great things here in Chicago.
Let's just get right into it. Let's watch a little bit of his film so Chicago fans and the rest of the NFL knows what they're in store for with Caleb Williams. Pull it up right here.
Awesome. What you see is, it's a big deal. It's pocket awareness in field. The ability to take your drop, climb, move in and out to buy time, but always keeping your eyes downfield. That's critical in this league. It's an instinctual thing, you know, that you work on, but the special guys have the special awareness. And then obviously everyone calls it arm talent. Just a strong arm ability to throw down the field and create explosives.
I mean, the first two that we picked here are hilarious because both of them are over 70 yards, which is ridiculous. When I watch him, it looks like he's already an NFL quarterback.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Again, that manipulation of the pocket's huge because it's hard to buy time in this league with the pass rush that we have. And it's one of those rare traits that he has. And again, to be able to keep his eyes downfield, throw off platform to the right, to the left, but do it with accuracy is a special trait that he has. And we've seen it here in practice already. It's a beautiful thing.
93 total touchdowns in his college career. That's got to make you feel pretty good when you have that first pick. Be like, you know, this kid seems to got it, you know, and then he's got that nice trophy to speak of as well.
Yes, we look at different critical situations, red zone, third down. Those numbers were outstanding as well. I think that speaks volume on just his feel for the game, but that quick release and high velocity to throw it in the tight windows. Again, the beautiful thing is when you scout, you're always waiting to see it at our level, and I can tell you in practice, we're seeing those things happen. You know, there's a lot of challenges in your first year learning a new system, but those special pieces are showing up, and we're excited about them.
To me, when I close my eyes and think about him, I think about those long touchdowns. But you're like, oh yeah, he also rushes for a whole bunch of touchdowns as well. Like he's also got that ability and that nose for the end zone as well.
Yeah, we don't talk about that much in his game either. Like he's a phenomenal athlete and is a lot faster than people think too. So to have that in your back pocket when things break down is it's critical.
Yeah, and this one is really interesting. This play to me specifically, it starts off kind of not maybe what the playbook was asked for, right? But he handles it and just makes so much of something that could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, I don't think we talk about that enough in scouting, really, at any position, but the poise. Like, poise, when things break down, do not panic, not make things worse. He has that as well. The game just seems slow to him at times, and then you can create what looked like a really bad situation into a huge play.
Yeah, that looked like a terrible situation, and another 70-yard, no big deal. Just made it look so easy. And this is what we're talking about too. This is the last one with him. I just love bringing up how much of an athlete he is, because this is a 21-yard rushing touchdown, and it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what he would have ran in the 40s. Again, I think it's a lot faster than people think, and he's not a guy that's always looking to run. He'd prefer not to, which is great in our league. But when you have to, and you get in those moments, I think go back, we played the Titans with Pat, and, he has that long run that was huge to get us going in the Super Bowl.
Bears fans, I absolutely loved this interview from Cynthia Frelund interviewing general manager Ryan Poles, and you could just hear the excitement in his voice. One of the things that really stood out in that interview is when he said he understands the hype that comes along with being the first overall pick. He wants to do great things here in Chicago. And that's the one thing I could say about Caleb Williams. He has yet to play a game in a Chicago Bears uniform, but the hype is definitely real. He has definitely embraced the city of Chicago. He has embraced going to supporting the other sports team, going to Chicago Sky games, going to the Chicago Cubs, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Blackhawk games. He has embraced the role of being the Chicago Bears quarterback, and the excitement is real in Chicago right now because Bears fans, Ryan Poles, inside the locker room, the coaching staff, everyone feels that Caleb Williams can finally be the guy that can finally be the franchise quarterback of the Chicago Bears organization. And once again, Ryan Poles talked about so many different things that get you really excited about quarterback Caleb Williams. First and foremost, the energy that he brings to the team and the city. Everyone has embraced Caleb Williams as much as Caleb Williams has embraced the city. He is already a leader in this locker room. But the one thing I really do appreciate and like about Caleb Williams is that he understands to be a leader of this football team. He is also listening to the veterans and learning what it means to be a professional athlete in the city of Chicago and taking any tips where he can get them. To me, he is the perfect locker room guy. And by that, he's gonna enhance the culture here in the Chicago Bears locker room, and it's gonna make him an even better player on and off the field. And that's one thing that right away, that Caleb Williams is an outstanding person, and we're hoping that he can be an outstanding football player on the field as well. Ryan Poles also talked about how good his pocket presence and feel is. When you watch the tape, his ability to climb the pocket and keep his eyes downfield is something definitely special that he offers when you turn on the tape of Caleb Williams' game. Caleb Williams, when you look at the tape, has special awareness, and he has already shown that in practice. I know guys like Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Kevin Byard have already come out and said that sometimes he looks like a veteran out there. He's learning quickly. Obviously, when you're going against a good defense that we have here in Chicago, obviously, Caleb Williams will be prepared. He will be battle tested, and Caleb Williams will be ready as soon as week 1 against the Tennessee Titans. So that's obviously good news. Ryan Poles was also glazing over Caleb Williams' strong arm and his ability to create explosive plays downfield. Once again, when you turn on the tape from his USC days, he's able to keep his eyes downfield. And when you keep your eyes downfield, when you're able to climb the pocket, when you have that awareness within the pocket, you're able to create those explosive plays downfield. And that really pops off the screen when you turn on Caleb Williams' tape. So Caleb Williams within this offense with Keenan Allen, within this offense with DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet, right? Gerald Everett as well. This is going to be a very explosive offense under offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. And I'm really excited for Sundays to officially begin with Caleb Williams running the show. Ryan Poles also brought up the manipulation aspect in the pocket for Caleb Williams. He is able to buy time. And that's one of the things that you kind of forget is how athletic Caleb Williams actually is. Once again, he has really good awareness. He has really good escapability. He's able to make those off-platform throws. And when you have those off-platform throws and you're able to have that strong arm and still throw a dime with accuracy downfield, that is a very special trait that not all quarterbacks have. Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears feel like they have a very rare talent in Caleb Williams because he does a lot of things that other quarterbacks around the National Football League can't even do still to this day. And some of these guys have been in the league for 5+ seasons, but they feel that Caleb Williams as a rookie has those rare special traits, much like guys like Patrick Mahomes. So that is a part of what makes Caleb Williams really special. And that's a part of why Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears organization are really excited for Caleb Williams as soon as year one in Chicago. And, when you're talking about manipulation in the pocket, and this is why Ryan Poles, and this is why Bears fans should be excited about this aspect of Caleb Williams' game. This is really critical, especially when you're looking at the level of pass rush that he will face in the National Football League. We're talking about Joey Bosa. We're talking about Rashawn Gary, and so on and so on. He is going to face a high level of talent. Once again, college pass rushers are totally different from the ones he's going to face in the National Football League. So this is going to be critical that he's able to manipulate the pocket. He's able to keep his eyes downfield. He's able to have that escapability aspect to his game. He's ultra athletic. Ryan Poles even mentioned that he is faster than he looks on tape as well. So that is another aspect of Caleb Williams' game that's really going to stand out. And those instincts and traits that Caleb Williams carries is going to help this Chicago Bears offense reach the next level. And that's why Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears organization are so excited for a guy like Caleb Williams. Overall, Bears fans, Caleb Williams just has a really good feel for the game. When you turn on the tape while at USC, he showed up in very critical situations for the USC Trojans, talking about third down, red zone situations. That's another thing that Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears are really excited about. Over the past couple of seasons, the Chicago Bears have struggled in the red zone. The Chicago Bears have struggled in third down situations. So they feel that aspect of Caleb Williams showing up in critical situations will really help the Chicago Bears offense as well. Because when you get into the red zone, you have to be able to capitalize on those opportunities when you're in the red zone. When the defense gets turnovers and you start off in the red zone, you have to be able to capitalize off those turnovers that your defense may get you throughout the season. And they feel that Caleb Williams will be able to capitalize off those opportunities. So overall, Caleb Williams is the perfect prospect for the Chicago Bears. And we already knew that. But I just wanted to come on here really quick and share that interview of why the Chicago Bears, why Ryan Poles are so excited to be able to draft Caleb Williams, to bring him in here as the next franchise quarterback, or the only franchise quarterback in a long time for the Chicago Bears. And as I'm watching this interview with Cynthia Frelund and Ryan Poles, it got me really excited to be a Bears fan and the future of the Chicago Bears organization. This team is very close, Bears fans. If Caleb Williams can be the guy that Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears organization expect him to be, this team has a very, very bright future. Caleb Williams has embraced the city. He has embraced the fan base. He has embraced his teammates, coaches, and what it means to be a Chicago Bear. And he's working his ass off. I know he's going to continue to work his ass off to learn this offense, create those connections with his other offensive playmakers in Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Odunze, etc. So now it's all about taking that hard work and hoping that it translates onto the field. But I know that the coaching staff and the veterans of this team are helping Caleb Williams to ensure that he is ready as soon as week one against the Tennessee Titans. But I really think as soon as year one, I'm in a Chicago Bears uniform, that Caleb Williams is going to set the league on fire. It's going to be one of the best Chicago Bear quarterback single season performances that we have seen ever in the history of the Chicago Bears. And as a Bears fan, I am definitely excited for this new era in Chicago with Caleb Williams running the show. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for the Caleb Williams era here in Chicago? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all new Bears podcast right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to KIEQ on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.